because I'm sure he's obviously accustomed to people just give it like, okay, no problem, I'll just take the fight.
Yeah.
And yeah, these small things are important.
What was the outcome of that then?
Oh yeah, I won the fight. Yeah.
We
I
got
won
the
the
win,
fight. I
bro.
won the fight. I won the fight. So, but yeah, like I said, it's just there are some people like to play those kind of tactics. I never understand unless it's like a really last minute fight. I never understand when fighters. I find it just so unprofessional when a fighter can't make weight. Um, I know how difficult it is to make weight, but if you've accepted the fight with you understand the time frame, it's your fault. Regardless of how
Yeah.
difficult it is, it's only your
You've had to
fault.
go through it.
You've had everyone goes through it. You're doing exactly the same thing as me, and what makes it even worse is in the build up to the fight, because we're getting close now. Let's say even the last week when everybody's now let's say we're in the States, where both fighters are in the States. There's at some point in that week, you know you're not gonna make the weight. Let's have a conversation. Uh, Tell your coach, come to my coach. Look, we're not gonna make the weight. You tell your fighter not to stress out. We can. It doesn't matter because we're the ones fighting. So I didn't have to lose that much weight. I could have stayed 1.5 kilos up. We could have arranged because it's not for a belt. We could have arranged a catch weight.
Yeah.
And they do that a lot. And so, but you waited for me to make the weight. To then tell me. So again, it's like trying to keep those little advantages. And again, you have to have the right
That feels
team.
like it's cheating, bro.
Yeah, again, every little advantage helps. And if your team, are used to getting away with something, they're gonna try it again.
Are there a certain type of fighters that try and do these tactics?
It happens all the time. I can't name random people, but it happens. It happens all the time.
Yeah. How much does drugs play in the sport of UFC? I know. There's VADA testing and stuff like that in boxing. I don't know what the rules are in UFC. Do you get testing done?
I got drug tested 2 weeks ago. Put it this way: since I've joined the UFC, I've been drug tested 5 times. They don't play games. Like I literally got stepped off the plane the other day, got home, and the guy's like, "Yeah, we called. I'm waiting outside your house." It's like, all right, cool, whatever. You just
we need some of your pee.
Yeah, they literally and you have to do a 3-month in advance, know where you're gonna be type thing.
Yeah.
So I have to tell everybody exactly where I'm gonna be. I don't know where I'm gonna be week to week, so that's difficult for me. But I try to do that generic. So as long as I haven't gone too far, they have a certain time frame that if they've called you, that you have to get over to them. So God forbid I was to get called right now, it's like I gotta go back across London to go and, but then he'd have to wait because it's like, yeah, I've stepped out. Things can happen, but they mark it all down. So it again, I'm sure there are ways to get around stuff because that's only human for people to think about. But it's very difficult. It's very difficult. So yeah, I don't see it's too much of a issue now. Back in the day, yeah, it was.
Okay. So you've gone from Bellator to bare knuckle fighting, and then from there, did you have any more fights, or did you go straight into UFC?
I had one more fight. So it was cool the way it kind of worked out because having that bare knuckle fight sent alarm bells across MMA because everyone's like, "Oh, he's a free agent."
Right.
Not realizing Bellator allowed me to do a fight, and I was still contracted to Bellator.
Right.
But it meant everybody showed their hand very quickly. So I had contacts from the UFC, contacts from the PFL, contacts from this. Like everyone's like, "Yo, what's going on? What's going on?" Like everyone's like, "Oh, is he free? Is he free? We want to talk to him. We want to talk to him." And it's like, "Oh, he's not, but we'll get back to you as soon as." It's like, well, now we know you're interested. Now you know you're curious, which was, it wasn't intentional. It just so happened to land that way, but it worked out really well for me. So I went back. I had one more fight after that, which again, I damaged a guy.
That in bare knuckle or
that was in MMA back in Bellator.
Okay.
It lasted 26 seconds or 27 seconds, something like that. But again, and I don't know how I keep doing this, but it's not intentional, I swear. But I landed a kick on a guy, and it split his patella. His knee basically just again, I don't get it because I don't feel like I'm that tough. I'm a bit bony, but I don't feel like I'm that tough.
You
But
ripped Cyborg's
that's what I
head
mean.
apart,
Like, I
bro.
just feel like I'm bony or something because even like the kick on the guy's nose, I've never seen a guy's nose break like that. They're just things that have happened. Unfortunately, it hasn't been to myself, but there's things that has happened that, like injury wise, that's just been wild to me. Like I don't get. Um, and I got it. Blessings to him. I stayed in touch with him as well, just to kind of see how he's getting on. He's not only has he made a full recovery, he's already had two. Like a year later, he's had two MMA fights back. He won his first one back, and I think he just lost his second one. But it was like decision. So like, but he's good. So it's good to see.
How do you switch that emotion on and off? Because I know you're a very kind person,
Mm.
and you're a very humble person. But obviously, in that ring, you've got to be, it's you or me,
Yeah.
and it's not going to be me. And when you inflict that sort of pain and that sort of damage, how do you not sort of feel guilty about it? And you just said, just had to do what I do, and with that emotion, or do you feel that emotion?
During, it's very difficult to be on both sides and be vicious and emotional. You have to pick a lane. It's very difficult. Otherwise, every time I land a punch, I'll be like, "Sorry,
Yeah.
are you okay?" Like, you couldn't do both at the same time. So yeah, you have to pick a lane. And I think everybody, regardless of who they are outside, everybody has a fight persona. My fight persona is MVP. MVP is a very selfish person and is going in there for the kill. Michael Page on the other side, like, very different person. Both sides have aspects of each other. It's like a um just what's the word I'm looking for? Like alter ego that is just coming out. And I always try to draw people down to people, like obviously a lot of people, especially in this country, into football. So if you watch football, I use like Wayne Rooney as an example, or even Paul Scholes. I'm a Man United supporter, so Paul Scholes is. Let me use Paul Scholes because everybody talks about how vicious this man was. Running, he's trying to take off your legs. Patrice Evra tells a story about him doing that during training. Like, you could injure me, which affects the whole team, and he doesn't care. Once he gets into this mode, he's an animal. Try to interview that guy afterwards. Like, yeah, oh yeah. He so nervous. Where is that animal gone? So, like I said, everybody has that persona held within them. Some people have, like for example, if I go back to myself, MVP can spread into your everyday life. Sometimes because depending on how you grown, but some because you get so much attention and that feels more exciting. Being that guy feels more exciting than being your normal self. So you're like, okay, you spread into your everyday, and then we start to realize people are like, nah, I don't like this guy, and so on and so forth. I've been fortunate to have just the people around me, the upbringing, and I definitely say martial arts is a big key for me. Just having respect, bowing to people, strangers, helping up and coming guys in the gym come up as well as progressing forward. It was always a team effort. Just all these different things that I learned through martial arts kept me grounded as a person. So MVP stays when comes out when it's necessary and not doesn't spread into them every day. Fortunately, not everybody has that. But for the most part, people have a performance self and then have like how they are.
Wow. Thanks for explaining that to us, man. That's just like it's like a Clark Kent and
Yeah,
Superman. You know what I
literally.
mean?
It's
It's
literally
like
that.
you're just like,
Yeah.
I'm cool. I'm cool. And then the next minute,
Yeah, it is literally that. That's the best way to put it.
love that, man. No, just so present listening, bro. It's just amazing hearing that sort of stuff. So let's talk about the fight you had with Kevin Holland.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that fight. Actually, it just really made me appreciate how much of a striker you are.
Mm.
Them punches punches, the spinning elbows. Man, I don't know how you got that flexibility. I can barely just do this. Your elbows are already over there. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's go through that fight, because there was a time where he kind of, I thought he got you, the
Mm.
way he locked you, and then you